To Novesity True Crime Podcasts here on Facebook and YouTube. My name is Nov. Today we are talking about Riley Strain, a 22-year-old senior graduate. He was about to graduate. Went out drinking with his frat boys and then leaves the bar, restaurant, by himself. Surveillance footage captures him walking alone towards the opposite of Nashville, described by reporters, whatever that means. And he's seen walking alone by himself completely. And after 3 different video feeds caught him walking along the wall, he completely disappears. Gone. No video camera seen him, no nothing. He's missing. Nothing is found except a shirt that was seen worn by a homeless man, stated by a witness. And then he's just gone. His body's not turning up nowhere. No clues, no indications, not in the water, not in buildings, not in anything. It is completely gone. And that's what we're gonna talk about today. Family and friends are concerned, even the public. But today I do have some new information. I do have some new clues, and it's about that t-shirt, about this witness, about this case. So sit back, relax, put your AirPods in. I would appreciate it very much. You are going to enjoy this true crime podcast as we cover a numerous of stories that you would definitely enjoy. So do me a favor, hit the like and share button over at Facebook and hit the follow button. Tag one person that enjoys true crime stories, trending topics. Also at YouTube, hit the like and share and hit that subscribe button. That would mean a lot to me, so much, and thank you. Now, let's dig into this story about this new information that we got on Riley Strain as we continue to unfold this mind-boggling puzzle of a story, this insane, weird case. It's mind-boggling to me. But we're gonna do a deep dive into this case, and I would like your help. So comment below. All right, let's get into this. So I want to share a couple of new videos with you guys. This is also a new video. But I want to go back to Riley Strain's family focuses on homeless camps, they said. They want to focus on homeless camps. And that's a very smart idea. His family is doing the right thing because this case has somewhat a connection to a homeless camp. Witnesses say that, I mean, he was last spotted and seen. His phone actually, his last ping was around in a homeless camp. This is a great idea to start in this general area. So let's take a look at this video. Let's listen in. Let's get some details and let's chime in and see what we got, what we can collect from these.
Cumberland River remain the focal points of search efforts for a missing Missouri college student, 22-year-old Riley Strain. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. It comes as the owners of the bar where Strain was last seen released new details on what happened that night. The University of Missouri student was kicked out of Luke Bryan's Broadway bar just 1 week ago. Various surveillance videos show him stumbling north. This last time we see him on video near First Avenue and Gay Street. Kendall Ashman talks to a family friend who says they are leaving no stone unturned.
Well, this is Friday to Friday, so we're almost a complete full week into this.
Chris Dingman is a family friend of the Strains. His son grew up with Riley. While law enforcement and Riley's family search every day in the water, sky, and on the ground, Chris sifts through hundreds, if not thousands, of online messages.
In the evenings, I get together with my leads and all the stuff I'm pulling off the internet versus what they've had on the ground, and we put our heads together.
So far,
absolutely,
these surveillance...
That's exactly what we do here, ladies and gentlemen. We put our heads together right here in Novesity. I do have the 911 call. I do. We're going to play that here on the podcast. We are going to play that at the podcast. Why would he wander into a homeless camp? It's so beyond me. He's drunk. He's disoriented. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's not intentional. He thought he was going to the hotel possibly,
Video clips and a few conversations with the unhoused is the only evidence they have.
We have had a very, very good experience with them. We have had a couple more leads that has popped up via them. I actually had a lady that we're working some very good leads with that was actually out in the camps last night about 10 o'clock.
Chris has been calling on ride shares to search through dash camera video from Friday night. He's also calling on people that were in this video to reach out if they can recall anything.
In today's technology and society, it just blows our mind how in a major city like that somebody can vanish.
And we did receive a statement from the group that manages and owns Luke Bryan's bar. They write in part that they handed over all the security camera footage, photos of Riley, transaction records, and staff accounts to law enforcement. Now, their records show Riley was served 1 alcoholic drink and 2 waters. And based on conduct standards, he was escorted out of the building, followed by a friend who did not leave with Riley. Now, the family tells us the Tennessee Alcoholic Beverage Commission did reach out to them this morning. Bob.
Thank you, Kendall. News 2 will have continuing coverage as officials work to locate Riley Strain. For a full timeline of search efforts, you can visit our website at WKRN.com.
Now, a lot of people have been talking about, like, hey, it's probably in the his body, you know, God forbid. I'm hoping he's still alive. I have faith. But people say if his body is in the water, it would have floated up by now. Some people are saying yes. Some people are saying no. You guys know me. I do my research. I'm a man of science, and I'm going to tell you how it is. Absolutely. His body would have turned up by now. I'm thinking if the body, God forbid, you know, I don't want to be too graphic here, has, you know, a little bit of holes in it, you know, however, through wildlife or wounds or something. But the science, you know, let it be told that when the body subject into water, it does float down, obviously the mass, but your body's microbiome, microorganisms, what they do is they begin to feed, produce gas, methane, carbon dioxide. And from what my understanding is, these organic molecules are in your body and they begin to like oxidize, you know? So by it decompositioning, I believe, by the decompositions, and releases this energy. So all these gases in your body fill up, and then your body begins to rise because of the gases that are being produced by these microorganisms. So by then it would probably have floated by now. So I'm trying to see the goodness in this case where if we haven't seen a body in the water and it would have floated already, then he probably is not in the water, probably in a home. You know, I'm hoping that he's just still alive somewhere in a building, home, house, what have you, you know? So it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing that his body hasn't risen up in any of the waters. That can be a good thing. That means he didn't die of drowning, or someone didn't drown him, or no one dumped his body there. I don't mean to be a little bit, well, it's not graphic. This is not graphic at all. But, you know, I just want to wish him to be okay. No, I'm hoping the family and others can offer a reward in his case. He's been kidnapped. Well, Kathy, we don't know if he's been kidnapped. And as for the reward, I personally, you know, I just do this because this is what I do. Melissa Dunlap with the 500 stars. She said, unfortunately, I think he is in the river, right? So Melissa Dunlap says, unfortunately, I think he's in a river. It's a possibility. You know, unfortunately, Melissa Dunlap, it is a possibility. I can't knock it. It's not a guarantee 100% that his body's going to float, but, you know, that's how normally it works. Unless something is suppressing his body, but, you know, God forbid. Melissa Dawn with the 400 stars. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brianna Malcolm, which is Breezy, with the 100 stars. She says, let's have a star party. Thank you so much, Breezy. I adore you. Appreciate that very, very, very much. Brandon Carter, you know, we're gonna get some comments on YouTube posted up here in just a second. I do want to move on amicably to the next following video. All these videos are as of brand new after this video, so let's catch up. Let's see what's involved. New clues in search for missing Missouri student Riley Strain. Let's have a look.
3. I'm Mark Kelly. Let's start with that breaking news alert. The last Broadway bar a missing college student visited is providing detailed new information about what happened in those moments leading up to his disappearance. 22-year-old Riley Strain disappeared while visiting here from Missouri 1 week ago today. Now, News 2's Adam Mintzer spoke to Riley's dad and cousin and joins us now from where Riley was last seen. Adam, what did his father tell you?
They told me that they actually spoke to the Tennessee Alcohol and Beverage Commission this morning. The commission asking them for more details about Riley, assigned to them that this investigation into whether he was overserved at Luke Bryan's bar is ongoing. You mentioned that statement from the bar. Let me read a little bit of it to you, giving us a new timeline of what happened at Luke Bryan's bar. It goes, during Riley's visit to Luke's 32 Bridge, our records show he purchased and was served 1 alcoholic drink and 2 waters. At 9:35 p.m., our security team made a decision based on our conduct standards to escort him from the venue through our Broadway exit at the front of our building. He was followed down the stairs with 1 member of his party. The individual with Riley did not exit and returned upstairs. Family told me that Riley was at that bar with about 8 to 10 of his friends. Now, Mark, this all started last Friday, a week from today, when Riley was in town for a fraternity event. As you were saying, Luke Bryan's bar was the last place he was seen. He told his friends after being escorted out that he was going to go back to the hotel. It appears he went the opposite direction. The friends didn't see him back at the hotel, so they called 911 about 16 hours later, around 1:45 on Saturday. And since then, the family has been not concentrating as much about what happened at Luke Bryan's bar, but where he was last seen, saying that that is what they want to know more about.
We're still concentrating on the final bridge that he never came out from under. That's what we're looking for is him. That's where we want the answers. Anything that happened up to that point, we'll deal with when we can.
That final bridge is where I am right now. This was the last place Riley Strain was seen on surveillance video and within the range of where his phone was last pinged. But as his father was saying, after he leaves this area, it's almost like he disappeared. So their call is for surveillance video or anyone that might have been here on First Street last Friday night between the hours of about 9:30 and 10:30 to contact police if they have any information. Mark?
And Adam, we've been talking so much for the past week now about the search for Riley, but today, of course, you talked to the father, you talked to his cousin as well. You learned more about who Riley is as a person. Share that with us as well.
Mark, his cousin and dad said that while so many right now might be having the impression that Riley was the kind of guy who would go out and party with his fraternity brothers frequently, that's actually not the case. That's really just a small part of who he is as a person. They say that he was a loving family guy, called his family 3 or 4 times a day, was talking to his mom at 7:30, making fun of her a little bit for going to bed so early on a Friday night, and was determined to be best friends with his little cousins, some of which are just 2 years old. Mark?
Adam, thank you so much. And News 2 will have continuing coverage as officials work to find Riley Strain. And you could see the video timeline as well as all of our reporting right now when you go to WKRN.com.
Okay, so there is some new information that I wanted to share with you. I actually got it on my phone, and I want to know what you guys think about this. I got to share this with you guys. It's on my phone. And you know what? Should I just, I should probably share it with you guys in general in our Discord. Remember, don't forget to join the Discord. We are a family there. We talk about cases and everything in between. Just make sure you don't mute the whole app, but you go to the notification settings in Discord and you put at only everyone, okay? In that setting. I want to share this with you all because I found something that is very interesting here. Have a look at this, everyone. Oh, by the way, if you're brand new, hit the like, share, and the follow button. Hit the like. Let's spam those likes in the chat. YouTube, you got 500 people already. Let's get to 300 real quick. We at 200. So right here, it says, so apparently a homeless guy found Riley Strain's shirt hanging over a rail with vomit on it. He wiped the puke off and put it on. Now, this is reported by just a regular person over at X.com named Lily in London. I don't know where she get that information from. I am going to do more diving into her X account, Twitter, and to see where she got that information from. Because I've heard something, I didn't hear this, but it could possibly be true. Karen Bradley with the $4.99 super chat says, no, not drunk, slipped before he hit the pole. He had a concussion, and that's why he was stumbling. Well, Karen, you might need to think about how he stumbled first before hitting his head. A lot of clues indicate that he was intoxicated. Take this clue, for instance. He vomited. Heavy intoxication. What is a byproduct of that? Vomiting. That situation will have you vomiting when you take too much alcohol. He had one drink. Luke's Bar, 32 Bridge says that, right? Correct? Well, if he really truly had one, mods, you have to when you send links in the chat over at Facebook, you have to make sure that you unhide those links, because once you post it, it's going to hide your link, and then you have to unhide it yourself, okay? So Jesus, chicken strips. He was drinking. He was drinking. It sounded like he was drinking before getting to Luke 32. I am very strong on that. I'm very strong on that. I think I'm heavy on that. In my opinion, I'm going to be very, very heavy. Can drugs come into play? Absolutely. Drugs can come into play. But is it the primary factor of why he's stumbling and falling? Probably not. You know, especially when it comes to weed or cigarettes, probably not. Do I know for a fact, has he been induced with drugs? I don't. But this seems like he was heavily intoxicated with alcohol, and he went to the bar. They served him one, and they're like, whoa, this guy was drunk. You know, you know what? Like when I see a new face at the bar, I don't just assume. If he's a new face, I'm like, hey, buddy, what you want? Or probably the wrong person that has inexperience, we'll just serve him a drink. He acts funny. They cut him off immediately, serve him 2 waters. I can understand that scenario. Absolutely. Absolutely. Obviously, one drink can get you drunk, which means that he must have drunk before the bar. Jennifer, 109 with the super chat, she says, do you think he may have been drugged? I don't know. Do I believe so? Probably not. It just seems like he was very, very intoxicated. Very intoxicated. That's what it seems like. You know, but I don't know what's in his system. I don't. But do I believe alcohol plays a role? Absolutely. Absolutely, alcohol plays a big role. Melly with the $1.99 super chat. It didn't appear here. I'm sorry, Melly. She says, late nights with Nove, my fave. Melly Belly, you. Thank you so much, Melly. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. I'm just reading out different random comments. Jules says, I wouldn't taken that post as a fact, though. Jules, I just said that I did not. I said this is not a verified reporter. I don't know who Lily in London is. She just so happens to say that. I didn't take this as a fact. It's just still a speculation. I wasn't there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just using my brain, using clues to form a proper, in reality, scenario that would possibly take place. Now, he looked drugged, not drunk, says Kelly. Well, I respect your opinion. But again, I have taken drugs before. I have been drunk before. And the only reason that I will act like that, if I took alcohol, I'm going to be honest with you. I was young. One time in my life, I took alcohol and I act just like that when I was intoxicated. You know, Melly said, real friends wouldn't let this happen. That I do. You see, so Melly, that's a very good comment. And because real friends wouldn't do that. But I can't sit here and say this was intentional. I don't think nobody intentionally wanted to do this to him. Was it a bit irresponsible? Absolutely. I mean, someone followed through with him and came back without him. Sounds like they were all drunk. Sounds like everybody was intoxicated. Should they have left him? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. I'm just disappointed in the bystanders that no one helped them. No one helped them. No one helped them. All right, now we're moving on to the most updated information as of today. So all these videos you're going to see starting from this point is all new as of today. Still a lot of clues that has been discovered. I will definitely talk about a couple of them. I just talked about one, about the vomit in the shirt. Not too much. The person who said that the homeless man took the shirt, that person would have more clues. As for this post, I will do more investigation work. There is another updated information, a timeline. But when I move more to the right, you are looking at the bridge closer around that area. This is the new pictures from this area. So I'm going to take a look. And there's a new clip of a security cam from the Justice AA Birch building in Nashville, Tennessee on March 8th. I got that clip too. We got a lot to do here, ladies and gentlemen. So let's watch this and let's see what we can actually come up with in a way, all right? I hope they find this young man alive, says Susan. I really do too. I can't imagine being able to even attempt running. Okay, Allison, that part I do understand. Running while intoxicated. What was the point of him running? That is a head scratcher. Now that one, that's strange. Timothy with the 1999. Jesus. A lady, thank you so much, Timothy. I really appreciate this. A lady feeding the homeless saw the man with the shirt he had on and told the cops he also had a bike. Well, we did talk about this yesterday. We did say that this lady called it on a podcast. She said that she saw a similar shirt on a homeless man. And she truly believes it's the same shirt. And how did the homeless man, if we could find this homeless man, that'd be great. I would literally check under bridges, shelters, alleyways, places where homeless people hang, where they conjure up, talk, meet, stay warm. You know, I like to think seasons on where they would stay warm, inside, indoors. I would literally trace their footsteps. I really, really would. I really would. Yes, let's watch this new video.
The search continues for Riley Strain,
Thank you,
who
Timothy.
disappeared after a night on Broadway 1 week ago. The University of Missouri senior was kicked out of Luke Bryan's bar on Broadway before going missing while wandering downtown streets. Jaxie Pigeon is here with the latest on this investigation.
Well, Allie, Luke Bryan's bar says it served Riley Strain 1 alcoholic drink and 2 waters prior to escorting him out around 9:35 that Friday night. The bar ownership, however, did not say what actions led to his removal. Now, what Riley consumed prior to his time at that bar remains unknown. Earlier this week on social media, Luke Bryan himself called the situation scary, saying he's praying for Riley's safe return. Riley's family tells News 2 at this time they're more focused on what happened after he was kicked out of the bar. Based on the surveillance video released so far, he's been seen at 9:45 between 3rd and 2nd intersecting with Church Street, and then a few minutes later, he's crossing 1st and Gay. The moments that followed still remain a mystery, and those closest to Riley are pleading for answers. Chris Dingman, a family friend whose son grew up with Riley, says he's been calling on rideshare drivers to search their dash camera from that night. He's also asking people who were seen in the surveillance video to reach out with anything they can recall.
In today's technology and society, it just blows our mind how in a major city like that somebody can vanish.
Now, at this time, Metro Police say they have no indication of foul play. They tell us they're still waiting on records from Riley's phone and Apple Watch to find where he might have gone. If you have any information or have seen Riley, you're asked to contact Metro Police. Allie.
Jaxie, thank you. And of course, we are going to continue to follow this story as it develops. You can find the latest updates on our website. That's WKRN.com.
There's a lot of rumors going around. Deanna says his comment, I'm confused as to why the dad said he didn't come out from under the bridge. Is this, did you hear the dad say this? Or I would like to see that video or an article or a reporter that said that. Deanna, where did you hear this from, if you don't mind me asking? There was also a comment saying that he got stung by a snake. I would love to know. Where did you hear that also? Possibly. Melly says, I've been blacked out many times. And yes, it is possible to go missing, but not found in a week. That's a long time. When it's a missing person, I don't know. I got an odd feeling about this one. I agree. Get a psychic. That was the one for Savannah Soto case. She was spot on. I do not do psychics. No. Respectfully. I don't do psychics. I'm not going to rely on someone respectfully. That's your form of content on what you watch, but that's not my facts and where I get my information from. I don't think psychics is going to help this case whatsoever. I will bet my bank account it would not happen. Anybody can guess and win the lottery. As a second time, you can't win the lottery again. Good luck, you know? But I would rely on facts as of now. All right. Floor with the 555 stars. Very specific, Floor. She says, just supporting the page. Floor, you are adorable. You are adorable. I appreciate that, Floor. Floor became an executive and a... Floor, wait a minute. Floor's hanging out on 2 different platforms. She is. Your video, no, says Melissa Dawn. What video? Said Melissa? Yeah, I respect psychics. That's your, I'm not talking crap. I'm just being honest right now. I don't, like, for instance, are you going to tell the family to call in a psychic, but you would tell me? You see what I'm saying? I'm saying here. So I'm trying to fit in the moment where we belong. The video of the father and cousin talking. I will look for that. I gotta find it. The interview of the dad and cousin. The dad said in the video you shown. The dad, this is Chris Dingman. He's the family friend. I'm a little confused. What video? The video that I showed. He said his son was last seen going under. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Okay, I gotta get that video. Do I have? Maybe I had the video. Let's have a look. Let's keep looking in. Let's keep chiming in.
Tonight on the disappearance of a Springfield College student, Riley Strain here we're talking about. The Nashville bar Strain left that night says it only served him 1 alcoholic beverage and 2 waters before they kicked him out of the bar. Luke's 32 Bridge said in this statement, our security team made a decision based on our conduct standards to escort him from the venue. He was followed down the stairs with 1 member of his party. The individual with Riley did not exit and returned upstairs. The 22-year-old went to Nashville with members of his fraternity, has not been seen since.
The cousin and dad video. Yeah. You're talking about this one. I know you're talking about, guys. I know. Right here.
It's him concentrating on the final bridge that he never came out from under.
Okay, now I understand. So he never came out from under the bridge. Okay, wait a minute. So the father said he never came out from under the bridge. This is interesting. Hold on real quick. Good catch, Deanna. Good catch. This is why we do this together, ladies and gentlemen. This is why. This is why we do this together. He never came out from under. He never came out from under the bridge. He never came out from under the bridge. How would that look? How would that look? Hold on. Hold on.
That is what they want to know more about.
We're still concentrating on the final bridge that he never came out from under. That's what we're looking for is him. That's where we want the answers. Anything that happened up to that point, we'll deal with when we can.
That final bridge is where I am right now. This was the last place Riley Strain was seen on surveillance video and within the range of where his phone was last pinged. But as his father was saying, after he leaves this area, it's almost like he disappeared. So their call is for surveillance video or anyone that might have been here on First Street last Friday night between the hours of about 9.
He didn't come out of that bridge. Maybe what they did was they tried. Am I down on YouTube? No, I'm back up on YouTube. Did it end on YouTube? No, it's still there on YouTube. You can go back. It didn't end. Just refresh. Oh, what is going on YouTube, man? Oh, man. Just refresh, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's see something real quick. Let me see something. So this bridge. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. So this is the bridge, right? It was these two. We went under here yesterday. We did. So, see, he said that he didn't come under the bridge. He didn't come back under the bridge.
We're still concentrating on the final bridge that he never came out from under. That's what we're looking for is him. That's where we want the answers. Anything that happened up to that point.
You see what I'm saying? Who is my ISP? They're just dog shit. This company, Spectrum, is just really just dog shit.
Concentrating on the final bridge that he never came out from under.
He never came out from under the bridge? He seems so sure. There's no cameras, right? Is there any cameras that could catch that? There's no camera, right? No camera here. He's so sure, though. Cameras here. YouTube, are we doing better over at YouTube? I don't know. This never happened over at YouTube. Is it better? Next to the black car is that river on the other side. This is the river over here. But if there's no cameras, wait, that's a camera, right? Isn't that a camera right there? We're good? Okay, YouTube. Thank you. Yep. So if you are looking for YouTube, we're totally back. That's a camera. 2 cameras. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's go back. Hold on, guys. So that... Please, hold on, guys. Give me a second. There we go. Look at this. Camera right there. Camera right there. Yeah, this cameras, guys. It's working. YouTube, hit that like button for me. Facebook, please do me a big favor. Please, Facebook, hit those shares. We only have 39 shares. Oh my gosh. Jesus, it's terrible. Hit that share button for me, guys. I would appreciate that so much. So how many cameras is there? Like, Crystal sent a super chat and it just disappeared. I cannot find where she sent that super chat at. Crystal Powell, let's read it out real quick. Crystal, right there above me. She says, his gross motor skills are present of indication of being intoxicated for more than just alcohol. His right arm just does not move in a sequence with the rest of his movement, in my opinion. I understand that, absolutely. I can see that. Again, I'm not saying that drugs are not a part of the equation here. To me, it looks like someone, especially as I experienced drinking so much, it's a sign of heavy excessive alcohol, heavy case of excessive alcohol. Again, I'm going to say it again, drugs could come into play. You need, again, I don't want people to tunnel vision this case here. It's not just drugs. It's not just alcohol. It could be a combination of both. It could be. You can't just think so linear here, you know? Was he drinking? Yes, we know that. Did they cut him off? Yes, they cut him off for a reason. They believe he had too much to drink. Do we know what happened before that? No, we don't. Could have been a combination of both? Absolutely. I mentioned you guys that he stumbled and hit the pole. Could have been a head injury? Possible. But remember, you need to think that he stumbled before it. He was already loopy before that. It's not just a head injury, and that's what caused him to act like that. He was already acting like that. The guy was running from where? You understand what I'm saying? He was already acting the way he was before the head injury. I could play the video. I watched it a lot of times yesterday. You know, he was already acting like that. So he just seems to be heavy intoxicated with something. Why was he running? Chrissy says, I don't know on Facebook. I don't know. I can't answer. I cannot answer that. I believe those cameras are 360 capable, says Jennifer Lynn over at YouTube. We got cameras here, ladies and gentlemen. There's another one over here. Look at this, right? Is this another one? Let's keep going over here real quick. Wait a minute. Hold on. Look at this. We got another camera, ladies and gentlemen. Another camera. One of those got to be on. One of those has to be on. It has to be on. Another camera. Oh my gosh. So wait a minute. So if what the father is, I'm not saying that the father's wrong, but I'm hoping that, you know, what he said is correct. If he did not come under that bridge, what the hell stopped him from over here? Where can his body be? Crystal Powell, again, thank you for that super chat. I'm sorry it didn't pop up on the screen. There are a lot of cameras, ladies and gentlemen. We just found like 4 or 5 cameras. I'm not kidding. We found 4 or 5 cameras. One has to work. One. And he just said, what again? What did the father say? I mean, the father would know. They're telling him. So, I don't mean to say the father's not telling the truth. I don't mean it like in that way. I didn't say that, but I'm saying like for sure, if that's what law enforcement told him, for sure, then they have access to that video footage. You know, I just want to be sure here.
We're still concentrating on the final bridge that he never came out from under.
He never came out from under. I want to know, like, did law enforcement tell him that? I would love to know that. If he never came, is this a camera also? Hold on. That's not a camera. I hope they checked all in here because cameras start here. See, ladies and gentlemen, the cameras start here on the left side on Gay Street. Did they check under the cars? Did they check? I mean, what the hell could have happened to his body? Underneath the cars? Did they check inside of here? Inside of this place? Did they check any cars that moved from under the bridge that drove under? This is interesting. Let's watch this new video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk. I will be taking phone calls, so YouTube and Facebook, definitely get ready for this. Definitely get ready. No cameras picked him up after the bridge. That's what the father just stated. Someone stole his phone and turned it off, and his phone died. You know what's so crazy? That if I'm not mistaken, I think like if I don't know where I heard this from or if I read it, but the newer iPhones, I think they can be tracked. Can they not? Like, am I bugging or can they? Let me Google this. Can newer iPhones be tracked? Oh, if you have not set up the Find My Phone feature on the phone. Oh, I mean, no, it can't be. Apple's Find My network can be used to track or lost or stolen iPhone, even if it's turned off or online. For this to work, Find My network will need to be enabled on the iPhone before it's lost. Okay, well, look at that. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. We're learning a lot today.
Riley's family got the phone call they hoped to never receive, letting them know that their son was missing. And right now they continue to search here on the ground, but they tell me this has been an emotional roller coaster over the last week. They say every phone call, every ping they hope will be the final thing that connects them to Riley. Now today's search efforts have been mostly focused once again near the river, including around First Street. OEM has had boats, drones, and canines out today. That's in addition to Riley's family searching. 1 week later, his family tells me that friends who have been coming into town to help have had to head home, and others are coming into town. But the bottom line is they don't want to leave Nashville without Riley.
We're ready. We're ready, so it's an emotional roller coaster. Every time the phone rings, every time a text pings, you're jumping, and there is no relaxing. We're not able to rest very well because middle of the night you hear that ping, you're jumping up, you're like, is it Riley? Is it somebody that knows something about Riley? So yeah, it's time to bring him home.
Now, his family does want to thank everyone who's come out, even strangers helping to look for Riley. And once again, if you have any information on where he might be, you're asked to call Metro Police right away. Reporting live from downtown, I'm Nikki McGee at News 2.
Thank you so much, Nikki. News 2 will have continuing coverage as officials work to locate Riley Strain. For a full timeline of search efforts, you can visit our website.
Melly says, it doesn't matter about Find My iPhone. My friend's dad works for Apple, and they have some tech forever track us. Do I believe that? Possibility. But remember, Apple has a policy where, and I learned this, especially in the guy who was a terrorist. Remember, he hid in a boat, and police are trying to access his phone, and Apple said they have a strict policy for privacy. So I'm not sure if there's a contradiction there when it comes to, like, if a person goes missing, can they breach that even if the person didn't give them access? You understand? I think it's complicated. I personally, I don't know how it works, Melly. I don't know. But all I know is Apple is crazy strict. They didn't even give up a terrorist passcode to the phone to the FBI. They was like, no. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's listen into this call. Again, I want to give a big shout out to everyone who posts links in the Discord. If you are that person, thank you very much. I see a lot of people who submit links from Submit New Case, Riley Strain, Caitlin Hernandez, Sebastian Rogers, Maddie Soto, Lake and Riley, Elijah View, Audrey Cunningham. You guys are still posting links, and that's very important to these cases. I thank you so much. You guys are a part. You guys help a lot. Thank you. Like, for real. Thank you so much. Give yourself a pat on the back. You guys are incredible. All right. So this is the 911 call. I definitely want to take a listen. This will definitely describe the events of what. Can you please play the 911 call if you have it? Alicia, I do have it right here. I have it. We're going to play it. They won't break that policy for any reason, says Kennedy. Kennedy, when I tell you how strict Apple is, you know, you are absolutely correct. And that's the point that I just finished making. From what my understanding is, Apple does not play. They don't play. Yo, when I tell you they don't play, if they break their policy, man, how can you depend on them, you know? I hope Apple gives all your info, Nov. Gives me all your info. I hope. Why? Hold on real quick, guys. Mods, please try to go over the chat on K-Code. Try to go over the chat as best as you can. All right, mods, over at YouTube, okay? Just got notified. I'm scared for you. She's just joking. I know. Melly. She's funny.
Saturday, March 9.
Okay.
(24, 13, 46 and 24 seconds).
Let's have a listen, everyone. Let's have a listen to this. Everybody listen up. This is the call. I want to be sure about this. Hold on real quick. 911 call made from friends to 22-year-old Riley. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is the call. Everybody do me a favor on Facebook. We're going to listen to the call of Riley. Strain. Hit the share button for me, Facebook. We have 50 shares so far. YouTube, smash that like button for me like you never did before. Hit that like button. You can exit out and hit the like. Let's listen in very closely, okay?
911, what is the address of your emergency?
Hi, I don't have an address. I'm trying to file a missing persons report, and the Central Police is closed, and the Sheriff's Office said that we couldn't do it there.
Okay, so where exactly are you now?
We're in front of the Central Police, how do you say that? Precinct? How do you say that? Precinct. The Central Police Precinct on...
Okay, there's 601 Korean Veterans Boulevard in downtown Nashville, right across from the Music City Center?
Yeah.
Okay, and is that where you're able to wait for a police officer to come and speak to you?
Yeah, we can wait for an officer here.
Okay, what's the phone number you're calling from?
Of my phone?
Yes, in case we needed to reach you back, what is the best number to reach you at? And what is your name, sir?
Braden, Brayden.
And your last name?
Baltz.
Okay. And who is it that you're wanting to report as missing?
We're here on a fraternity formal trip. It's one of my good buddies.
Okay. What is his name?
His name is Riley Strain. Riley, R-I-L-E-Y, Strain, S-T-R-A-I-N.
Okay. Is he white, black, Hispanic, Asian?
He's white. 22-year-old, 6'5", blonde.
Okay. And what was he last seen wearing?
Outside of Luke Bryan's bar last night at like 10, and then the last time his location on his phone was by the sheriff's office at like 11 p.m.
Okay, and what color clothing was he last seen wearing?
He's wearing jeans, boots, and a half black shirt, half brown, light brown.
Okay, and you said it last showed outside the sheriff's department?
Like around that area by the river, by the sheriff's department over there.
Okay. Does he have any life-sustaining medications or disabilities?
No.
And what is, you said he has a phone, so it's a cell phone, right?
Yeah, it's an iPhone 15 Pro Max.
What is the number?
But it's, hold on. Give me 1 second, I got you.
Sure.
All right, you ready?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
This is interesting.
You said the last four were 4198?
Yes.
Okay. And are you going to be waiting there at the door of the precinct, or are you going to be waiting in your car?
I mean, yeah, we're at the front door of the precinct.
Okay. I've got the call sent there at the Central Precinct, 601 Korean Veterans Boulevard in downtown, right across from Music City Center. We'll get an officer out to you as soon as we can. Please call us back if something changes before they arrive.
Bless you.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay. Like I say, just call us back if something changes before they arrive.
That's fine.
All right.
We'll be here.
You.
He does sound pretty. I see. I'm looking at the comments. People are saying like, is he sincere? Is he telling the truth? He does sound pretty genuine to me, guys. And I'm not even looking at his friends to be a culprit of anything, to be honest. He just sounds like, I don't know. To me, he just sounds like he's just genuinely, like, hey, like he's just missing. Like they're trying to find out. Sweet with the $4.99. Thank you so much, Sweet. I appreciate you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Amanda with 100 stars over at Facebook says, I'm here, Nove, always watching and supporting your great work. Amanda Denny, thank you so much. Jordan White with 100 stars as well. Thank you. I appreciate that. Amy with 100 stars says, Nashville is not a safe place, especially if disoriented. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I heard about that. Somebody said that in my podcast in a super chat yesterday. But it did sound genuine, guys. I don't think he's like a culprit or anything. Not at all. He genuinely sounds like, you don't have to be a person that goes, oh my God, my friend's missing. That would be signs of Stephen Stearns. Like if he was just missing 10 hours ago, he called within 10 hours of him missing, guys. So I would have the same feeling. You feel me? Yeah. Riley Stearns' parents say thank you and keep sharing their son's stories. Absolutely, that's what I'll do. I will keep sharing. The parents of missing 22-year-old Riley Strain are asking for your help. It's been 1 week since the counter student from Missouri went missing after a night on Broadway. So we know the details about this. Dive team, canines, drones, sonars. Damn, not even dogs could find this poor kid. Damn. I haven't talked to my boy for over a week, and it's hard, said his mother, Michelle, who says they talk, text, and FaceTime every single day. His parents described him as a good kid who is full of energy and full of life, with lots of love for his family, friends, sports, and the outdoors. I just miss his attitude. I just miss everything about him. He's a good kid, says his father, Ryan Gilbert. They want to thank the community for what they have done thus far. What do you want to say to somebody that gives up part of their life to you to help you find your life? It's amazing, says Riley's father, Chris. Thank you. We need some answers. We've been down here for a week. We're trying our best, says Ryan. Oh man, it's sad. It's sad. Don't worry, guys. Don't forget, we're gonna take some phone calls. We're talking about the Riley Strain case, so please get ready for that. Okay. Nicole Holder with the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that, Nicole Holder, over there, over at YouTube. If you got a badge from Nicole, please say thank you. She gave you a month of opportunity. Luke Bryan, Nashville Bar, says college student Riley Strain had 1 alcohol and 2 waters. So we do know this. I don't have to go over this. We are very familiar with this. We know the timeline already. We discussed this. Riley Strain's disappearance timeline. Oh, I had a timeline. Oh, this is up to date, right? Friday, March 8th, Strain calls his mom around 7:30 to check in. During the FaceTime call, Strain tells his mom that he was having a good time while out with the friends, according to the article. Okay. Oh, okay. So he talked to his mom just a few hours ago from that time. Okay. You mean to tell me, wait a minute. He had a conversation with his mom at 7:30 p.m. and last seen 9:52 p.m. on Gay Street? That is literally, that is 2 hours and a half. After not seeing from her son, her friends try to contact him through social media apps. 2 hours and a half you spoke to your mom. On March 11th, on Monday, officials started an initial search of the area, including the banks of the nearby Cumberland River. They didn't find anything. This is interesting. I didn't know that. The police department released video footage showing Strains walking by himself. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. This is when they released this footage. Okay. This is the footage that they released that we're very familiar with. He was walking by himself. They released this on March 12th. Does anyone know if Riley had a car? Not that I know of. I heard nothing about a car, ladies and gentlemen. Roofies hit fast, says Ginger. How fast does roofie hits? Let's see something. Let's see how fast roofies actually hit. It's a possibility. Drugs is a possibility. The effects of the drug typically is felt within 15 to 25 minutes of administration and may persist for more than 12 hours. Ooh, roofie. The effects usually start within 30 minutes. So let's use our thinking caps. If drugs came into play, let's just take, for instance, roofie, right? He is 165 pounds, skinny, 6'6". So, depending on what he ate, his alcohol content, and his weight, how fast would roofies work? GHB is clear and much faster. GHB was less than 1 minute. He was traveling for minutes. I don't think that would be it. My opinion now. Nah, I don't think so, guys. That if it works that quickly, it would definitely not be it. That's way too quick. That's way too quick. I don't know why my super chats are not showing on this thing. How do I block ads? You know, you cannot block ads. It's YouTube. Depending on how you use it, said sweet. Okay. All right, everyone. I want to get some phone calls in here. Is everyone ready for phone calls? Let me know if you are absolutely ready for phone calls. Your knowledge would help. Not GHB, but roofie. Roofie takes 15 to 30. It all depends on the person. It all depends. Good job, mods. Good job. Thank you very much. Okay, so speculation, but still visibly impaired. Yes, absolutely. Clearly, you guys, yeah, he's very, like, look at that. Oh yeah, I want to get to this video footage, but he is. I could even type it in here. I cannot believe Riley Strain Psychic is on the search bar. I don't believe how that's. I don't know why people resort to that as the first thing. I'm actually a little disappointed. Let's look at this video footage here real quick. Okay, here it is. Yo, I'm telling you right now from my experience, he acts just like the individuals that I know that actually was impaired. He's clearly on something, like alcohol, not drugs. I don't mean that. I want to be very clear. Again, it could be possibly a combination of both, but it's a clear sign he's definitely intoxicated, but a mix of something possible. It's just the way he was running to me. Like, it just reminds me of me when I had my nights out down by Penn Street, by Canal Street, drunk 3 a.m, by 34th, by 22nd. I remember all the times how I acted on my friends. It's so similar. If there was any severe injuries, let's use our thinking caps for just a second. If there was any, oh, there is a new video. Oh, wait a minute. There's a new video. Oh, chat. Let me know if you want to see this new video. Let me know if you guys want to see this new video. I'll put it on in just a second. But let me get to my point. Please let me get to my point. If there was any severe injuries, right? The individual that found his shirt, even the post that says that it was vomit on it, which I can definitely see, we found no indication of blood on the shirt. And as impaired as he is, we would found some type of blood, ladies and gentlemen. Some type of blood. Again, from all the clues that we was told, there just wasn't. So far that we know. So far. Pink Balloons, I love this name, says, poor man, you are doing God's work. No, thank you. Thank you I really do appreciate that compliment. Thank you so much. I'm just trying. I'm really just trying here. So, could he have injured himself as you know, drunk as he is or impaired? High probability. Absolutely. Could any blood scrapes could have been left on anything? Possible. It just depends. Like, the guy fell on the floor. You would see, but then again, we wouldn't know because somebody else is wearing that shirt. So that's unfortunate. This is a tough one. Where's the new video? I will show it in just a second. Hold on real quick. Let me go to this person's comment real quick. Mushrooms can make a person trip. Melly, yes, you are correct. Mods, can we put the phone number in the chat? I'm gonna pin it in both. All right, chat. You guys ready for this new video that was just released? And I think there's an interview about it. Oh, actually, I think it is, chat. Yes, it is. All right, let's get to it. Guys, please text your name. Please text your name to the phone number. I see people saying call me, but you have to text your name. Please text your name. Let's watch this new video. Let's go. Thank you, Keiko. Appreciate that. Thank you, Breezy. Can you pin it or no? On Facebook.
The search for missing Missouri student Riley Strain continues as today marks 1 week after his disappearance. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 10. I'm Kenley Hargett. The 22-year-old was visiting for a fraternity
new video, guys.
When he was asked to leave Luke Bryan's bar. The bar's ownership group, TC Restaurant Group, says he had a drink and 2 waters before being asked to leave. News 2's Nikki McGee has more from Riley's parents, who are still in town from Missouri searching for him. Nikki?
Well, Kinley, it's been 1 week since his parents got the call they hoped to never receive, learning that their son was missing. Ever since then, they've been here on the ground looking for him. However, they say every time they get a text or a ping or a call on their phone, they just hope that it's Riley on the other end.
It's been a week. We haven't heard his voice. We haven't gotten a text from him. We're ready, you know.
It's a point the family of Riley Strain hoped to never reach. 1 week since their soon-to-be Mizzou graduate disappeared from downtown Nashville and was reported missing. And since then, his family hasn't rested easy.
Middle of the night, you hear that ping, you're jumping up, you're like, is it Riley? Is it, you know, somebody that knows something about Riley? So, yeah, it's time. It's time to bring him home.
Although some cameras capture the 22-year-old making his way through downtown Nashville, heading towards the Metro Courthouse, his family explains there are gaps and cameras pointed in the wrong direction to know exactly where to look. They also say Riley's Apple Watch location wasn't set up, leading to another dead end.
Wow. That's unfortunate. Damn, that sucks. That sucks. The Apple Watch wasn't set up. Let that be known. Set up your Apple Watches. Okay, so I see people calling. Please text your name first. Text your name, and I will give you a call, okay? Please text your name to the number that's pinned, and I will give you a call. Please do not call, all right? I want to try to see if I can be organized here and know who I'm calling. Make sure it's not a troll or nothing. Just want to be, I want to do this by the books. But the Apple Watch, that's very, very unfortunate, man. That's very unfortunate.
We're ready to get this over with. We want some answers. We're a weekend. It's not getting any easier.
No.
Time seems like it's really to the critical point, and we want to ask anybody if they know anything to please share it.
OEM canines, boats, and divers continued checking in and around the Cumberland Saturday, although family says they don't believe Riley is in the river. As family works to get through this grim milestone, what's keeping them going is the kindness of others, including loved ones cycling down to Tennessee to help search, along with strangers driving and offering up hours of their time.
Just can't thank them enough. I mean, it's so amazing.
It restores your faith in the American people. You know, you hear so much negativity and darkness, but I can tell you it's definitely changed how I see and how I feel just by the way people are reaching out to us. It's amazing.
Now, family's biggest hope is that they don't have to return home without Riley. They also tell me that on Monday they do have an appointment with police where they hope to review more surveillance footage. Again, if you have any details in the meantime on where Riley could be, even small details, you're asked to call Metro Police right away. Reporting live in downtown Nashville, Nikki McGee, News 2.
Thank you so much, Nikki. News 2 will have continuing coverage as officials work to locate Riley Strain. For a full timeline of search efforts, you can visit our website at WKRN.com.
Why was he sitting on the ground? He fell on the ground. He fell on the ground. In the first camera feed footage. Okay, let's read this real quick, and then we're gonna move on to that brand new video. That new video that was mentioned. All right, man, let's see. Okay, let me see. Okay, is this? Okay, so it's just saying the same exact thing. So this is the pictures of the area around the night. So not that day, probably the day after or the following day, okay? So this is how it looks like. It looks a bit raining. So I don't know. I'm surprised why I don't see camps set up underneath here. I'm very shocked why I don't see camps. And especially the ground looks wet. You see the colors? This looks like a dry area. This looks like a wet area. And how do I know that? It's not only because the bridge, and we can verify that, but if we look at Gay Street, if we go to that area where those stairs was. Oh, man. Hold on real quick. Take a look at the city. The city's view. This is the stairs. And the city view is in the back. What strikes me is that, so even between these, there's no cameras. Oh, that's why this is such a massive search, ladies and gentlemen. This is a mess. I can see that. See the stairs right here? So, but an individual took, I'm not going by, I'm going by that marker that I saw yesterday where his phone got cut off. It was the second bridge. It wasn't the first. It was the second one. This is the first bridge on this picture right here. So I can't say if this is completely accurate, but I know that his phone, from the image that I saw the marker, his phone got cut off on this bridge. The second one, not this one here. Could be mistaken. You know what? Let me get that image that someone sent. Remember, guys, text that number. We're about to take phone calls. I want to get your opinion on the case. Where is it? Someone. What is this? I never clicked this. What is this? Is this speculation? Have these officers checked their dash cams? I mean, they really should. All officers should check where they logged in from. I'm going to keep this. Somebody shared with me, guys, somebody shared with me an image of the layout of where he, somebody sent me an image. This 8044 number just keeps calling, and I just don't understand. I might have to block somebody because they keep on. Hold on real quick. What's that image, guys, where it shows like the layout of the map? Oh, found it. There we go. All right, we got it, ladies and gentlemen. All right, here it is. Damn, I love this image. You see what I'm saying? You see? No network or phone off since 9:53 p.m. You know what? So it doesn't necessarily mean that he walked all the way over there. That could just mean somebody who stole his phone and probably took it, stopped it at this. But here's the thing. It so happened to stop at that second bridge where he did not come up from. They got rid of the camps, says Pink Balloons. They did. Oh, that's a good comment. Oh, I like this comment. If he had the health app, it shows his watch will be able to see how many steps and even heart rate. That is very Jay. That's a very good comment. That's a very good comment. Thank you, Breezy. I appreciate you, Breezy and Keiko. I really do. Thank you so much, both of you. And who's got a shirt on? Rumor that a homeless man had a shirt on. Was he kicked out the back door of the bar? No, he wasn't. It was in the front. And kicked out, they didn't make a statement of saying that they kicked him out or not. He just exited out. And his friend was following him, but he walked back up. That wasn't a video where the cop car was. That wasn't a video. Let's play this video, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play this up-to-date video. This is a clip of a security footage of the Justice A.A. Birch building in Nashville, Tennessee from March 8th. Starts at 8:58 p.m. And this clip is taken from 5920 mark, where this be Riley Strain walking by. Okay. Oh, let me get my face out the camera so you can see. All right. Right there, right here. I don't understand how it's 2024 and we still got grainy ass footage. It really just irks my soul. I don't believe that's him. Gonna be honest. That shirt really sticks out even from a distance. That pattern, it's a pattern half shirt. One bright, one dark. You would see that. I don't know if this is authentic. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Nah, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest here. I can't say that one's was true. And this one is from TikTok videos. Guys, please, when I learned my lesson from doing this for so long, take TikTok videos with a grain of salt. Please, please. Right here is where he gets away and goes behind building for a second and takes off while running. Is this a clue everyone's missing? Okay. I have to get my hands on this footage. If someone has this video, this video is important. don't want to speculate. Everyone's missing the most important part of this video to where, oh my gosh, I need this. Whoever uploaded this on TikTok, this is a horrible job. I need this. I need this. I need this footage. It's open somewhere. I don't know where it's at. This would help so much. This guy in the video, it just showed look like the guy without the shirt. I don't see anything. There's something. There's something. So in this video, what it's showing you is the moments before he started running. That's what it's showing you here. I'm gonna keep this video. Could be something. You see, and these moments, this video is so zoomed in, right, that you don't see what's happening on this side. It's just showing you the part that he ran. Every little detail matters. Why did he run? If we can get the moments before that, we can see what's going on. And that is exactly what this shows. It shows the whole entire 16:9 wide. I got to get this footage. This is the video I keep saying, says Jennifer. Yeah, I got to get this footage. Because I can't tell what the individual is doing to him on the camera. If it is him, because TikTok likes to TikToks they be creating a crazy scenario. See, it's the image that's circled. I can't say that's. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Where is he running from, though? Okay, he enters the frame. I got to blow this video up. I need this video. Okay. Melissa, thank you for sending me that. Let me see if I can get my hands on this video. There's a figure behind him grabbing his waist. Let me take some phone calls. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take some phone calls right now because this is getting a little, I ain't gonna lie, getting a little creepy. You showed that video 2 days ago, but only once. I don't remember me ever showing. I never showed this video. The full format of the one he was running. Never showed this video. Craig, never. All right, guys. So you text me your names. You guys doing it. But when I call, please pick up the phone. Sometimes you guys don't pick up. I would appreciate it if you can, please. I'm gonna call you guys right now. Facebook, hit the share button. Only 50. I don't know. Facebook is only 58 shares from Facebook, but it's okay. Just hit the share button for me. YouTube, we are at only 551 likes. It is not. TikTok has a lot of information, in my opinion. It's for clout. Kimberly, well said. Trust me. All right, let's do it.
Hello.
Hi, Deanna Schultz. I chose you because you are an executive. I see your name. Please tell us. What do you think about the case so far? From everything new that I told you about, from the shirt being found, vomit, the homeless man, these speculations, and now this video, details from the first and second bridge, and the cameras on the second after the second bridge, and the gap between them both. That goes for everyone else.
Okay, just a little quick about me. I've worked in the healthcare field for over 30 years, worked in ER, and I worked on the neuro unit and in SICU. And the critical care neuro unit. I've seen several people who've come in who've been drinking, fall, and develop head bleeds. No, they weren't bleeding on the outside; they were bleeding internally. It's called chondrocoup injury. It's where your brain inside your head smashes into the front of your skull and then smashes into the back of your skull, and that can cause a head bleed. Now, with that being said, watching the video, it looks to me he was running across the street because I think the light was turning green. He was running across the street to get across the street because he knew the light was turning green. He was already under the influence. I see that and I understand that. But he was somewhat together. Not all together, but somewhat. As he was running, since he was under the influence, he kept running a little bit. You can see in the video he trips on his feet. He goes straight down, head down first into that pillar. He's actually knocked out for a few seconds. If you look at the video, he's laying there motionless for a few seconds, literally out. He gets up, and after that, he's holding his head in the other videos. Now, with head bleeds, they can be gradual, or they can be, it could take minutes, hours, days, weeks. Head bleeds work weird depending on how bad the injury is. Now, with head bleeds, you get confusion, you will get disoriented, you will lose motor skills, you will have a severe headache, you'll have vomiting, and all that, which they said they found vomit on his shirt. That could be why you saw vomit. Also, he could take his shirt off because he's feeling hot. He's not feeling well. His head is killing him. So he probably ripped his shirt off, maybe even dropped his phone and somebody picked it up. But I think maybe he might have gone and fallen over. And if you look at the river and you look on the side, there's a lot of trees, a lot of sticks. I think you covered the girl who was missing in California, and they found her in her car in a lake. It took them a week to find a car. It's not easy to find a body, especially if it's entangled in roots or in the trees and stuff that's inside the river bottom. So it could take him a while to find him, and that might be a reason why he hasn't come up either. But also, we don't know how fast that current is in that river either. I think he had a head injury.
Okay, so I'm looking at I'm hearing everything you said. So I'm looking at the video you just said. So he fell shoulder right first. So I'm looking at it right now. He didn't.
But he's going head first. And if he's coming down, and when he comes down, I don't see his hands coming out to brace him. He goes straight down. Right. So if his head hit the pavement or that concrete, that's what can make his brain ricochet inside his skull and cause a brain injury.
Okay, so he was okay. So I'm looking at the video footage. So from 4, he stopped moving for 4 seconds exactly. And
yeah, literally no movement whatsoever.
He started moving for 4 seconds, and he does land on his, I think, left shoulder because his elbow was out on it, and a head injury.
His head could have slammed onto the floor.
That's a possibility. It does. He tripped over his left.
It looks like his foot.
Yeah, it's his. I'm looking at it right now. I need the full video. I should have been downloaded.
Yeah, that better video, definitely.
Right. It was his left leg. His left leg, his left bottom foot didn't get contact on that ground. And he basically was like this on, like he's like, okay. So I see this. I got to try to get the raw footage. But as for the bleeds, you said in the head, that's actually crazy. Like, you know.
Yeah, because if you see him as he's walking down underneath that one bridge, he's holding his head like he's in pain. So he's got that severe headache. Now that might explain also why he is walking funny. after he crossed that street, and his arms are like just flinging around. That is one other sign of a brain injury is losing motor skills. So, one huge risk is a stroke, or stroke, related symptoms. Vomiting is another one. I mean, I had a patient come in. She was like 28. She was drunk as a skunk, fell off the second step, hit her head on the concrete, and she had a massive subdural hematoma. And she got up and said, "Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine." But it was 20 minutes later, she started becoming confused, and that's what her friends called. They sent her to the emergency room, and we found a big, huge head bleed. And she had to have a craniotomy done.
Mm-hmm. And then,
so...
No, go ahead, please.
Oh, and that's why they tell you to stay awake after you have a concussion. They want to watch and make sure that your brain, because your brain is just basically free flow inside your skull. So if you have any force going forward, your brain's going to go slam into the front of your skull. And then it comes back and slams in the back of the skull. So it's also another thing that they watch out for if you get whiplash, say when you get a car accident and you fling forward and you fling back, even when you have the seatbelt on, your brain in your skull just flings forward, it smashes into the side of the skull. You're not seeing blood on the outside, it's internal.
Right. That's a possibility. It's just, I just wouldn't know how, can bleeding come out the nose? Because from my knowledge, when you hit your head, it can cause nausea and all that stuff. And, some people even had blood come out their nose, their ears. I've actually heard about stuff like that.
Usually, no, that's because it stays in the skull itself, and the pressure of the bleed puts so much pressure on your brain. That's what causes the headaches. That's what causes the nausea and everything else, because of that pressure. And we got to relieve that pressure so they get a craniotomy done. So they have their skull actually removed and add more space so their brain can actually not be constricted by all the blood. Do you understand what I mean?
Okay. I see what you're saying. That's
so
a very
it just
interesting
depends on. Yeah, it just depends. And I've worked neuro unit for, like I said, 30 years, and I've seen all kinds of stuff. When it comes to the brain, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's a possibility. He hit his head. Absolutely, I can see that. Thank you so much for calling Deanna and talking to us about this.
Yeah, it's just everything seems to work right, because that's why I asked yesterday, where was he where he fell? And then you showed the map, and I went, okay, this makes sense, because now he's showing him holding his head, and he's staggering, and he's holding his head after the fact that he fell. So that to me saying, oh, he's probably got a nasty head bleed. And honestly, I think he's in the river, and I think he's just tangled up under stuff, and they just haven't found him. And like I said, it took over a week for them to find that girl that was in the car in the lake, and that was a car. So imagine a body's a lot smaller.
I mean, well, the car is actually subduing the body on the water. I can see the body is actually, there's no car. It with higher probability of float. There's no animals, there's no fish, just none of those things.
No, but if he went down and he got caught up in its because if you look at the riverbed, look at the edge of it, there's a bunch of trees.
There's a bunch of trees.
Got sticks. Yeah, you got roots and all that. He could be tangled up underneath one of those.
That's a possibility.
And he's not going to come to the surface if he's tangled up in that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that they already did those searches there. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, even if it's at the bottom, if it was to come up, he'll just ridge.
Yeah, but it's still hard. It's still hard to
see those. They have sonars for the water. They would have. That's basically what they did with Audrey. That would be like a. I'm gonna show you a clip of what those. I mean, it's a possibility, but with these sonars.
No, I've seen the sonars. I watched that one guy that does recoveries of the cars, and they were looking for missing persons and the cars, and he uses sonars and goes into all the rivers and looks for people. I know exactly what you're talking about, but there's many times that they even missed cars or they thought it was a car and it wasn't a car, so not 100% accurate. And also, that one video you showed a dock. Did they look underneath that dock?
What's the one video? What video is that?
It was one picture you showed of the river, and you look off to the right. There's a dock right there. There's a long wooden dock right there, and I think it was by the second bridge.
I would have to try to find that video. There's so many videos.
I know.
Is it in the maps? Can I find that in maps, maybe, or no?
I don't know. I just happened to see it when I was looking at it, and you were showing the video or whatever,
Right.
and I was like, wait a second, there's a dock right there. Did they look underneath that?
I would definitely have to see if I can find it. But
I would think
they
that
had
would be
they
the
had a
first place
whole
they look.
yeah, exactly. These people had a whole week of looking at this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and did you ever find out how fast the current is? Of that river?
Of the river, no. You would have to look at, and typically wind plays a small function. It's just how the river is formed, and where the water's coming from and where it ends. That's how that would work. I'll look into that. I'll get the name of that river, and then I'll check its depths. They do have that information on this river, and I also have an image of the sonar that pings from the transmitter to the receiver of the returning echoes. I'm going to show that on stream just a second so you can see what I'm talking about.
Now, and then there's one more thing. Okay, so I was also thinking if he's not in the river, because this is a very high tourist place, a lot of tourists, a lot of people, from other places, maybe he got confused. They picked him up and took him to a different hospital that wasn't close by because they don't know the area, and the guy's in a coma for all we know. He could be intubated in an ICU in a total different hospital, and they don't know who he is. That could also still be a possibility too.
For a week?
Yeah.
With
we've
his
had
description,
patients
probably,
in there.
yeah, probably. That's if he don't have his identification with him. We don't know that.
Yeah. If he doesn't have his identification, and if he's still in a coma, yeah, he can easily be in the ICU for a long time, and
The
they
coma
just don't know
part,
where to go.
Yeah, the coma part, absolutely. I mean, he would have to have no identification. Nobody knows how he looks, and obviously, if he's in a coma, he's not going to speak for himself. But yeah, it's a slim chance. Absolutely, yeah, that could definitely be it. Absolutely, I'm going to speak I'm going to try to speak with a specialist who deals with that kind of stuff, because I definitely want to get some more brains in here to pick that, because yeah.
Yeah, and it could be a good Samaritan that's not from town. They could have easily just dropped him off to another hospital, and he could be in another hospital for all we know.
Yeah. I'm going to get more information. Somebody in the comments just told me that they checked all the hospitals already.
Oh, in the area? Okay, then.
Yeah, somebody did.
If that's the case, then I was just doing a positive, hoping,
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're right. I'm very realistic. I'm very, very, very realistic. But they, from my knowledge, they definitely checked all hospitals, and a couple of people, actually 3 people now, just said that they checked all hospitals. But
Okay.
it's best to be to hope for a possibility. I see your route of where you're going. Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
you don't want to ever, But I don't think drugs were involved. I think, yes, he was drinking. I think it just, and then it turned into a head injury, and then it just escalated from there.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
And also, alcohol thins your blood, big time. And any small injury can be a lot worse because of the drinking, because alcohol thins your blood so much. So there's another thing to think about.
Right. Like if you had a wound, it just pours out. Yeah, I can totally see that. Hopefully they can link that shirt, because there is a possibility of how he is if there's blood on that shirt. But if there's no blood, you know.
No, he wouldn't bleed. It would all stay in his head.
No, but we don't know what injury he has other than the head injury is what I'm saying, because he fell. We don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm going to try to get another call in here. Deanna, well said. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. And actually, I'm going to take one of your things into consideration with the doc you said. I want to know what you're talking about there. So if you could send me that information, that would be great, Deanna.
If I can see that again, I'll definitely send it to you.
I love that. Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. He probably didn't even know who he has. I personally feel more than alcohol is involved. That it's just, guys, it's a possibility. I mean, we're talking about a young adult. He's not a kid, guys. He's not a kid. Let's be sure of this, you know. He definitely is he's a man. He is a man. What's the crime rate in that area? Says Ginger over at Facebook. I don't know that. Crime rate of Nashville. I don't know that. There is a crime of 50 per 1,000 residents. Nashville has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes. What? Higher than the national rate in 2020. Is it really that bad? Damn, I'm over here thinking New York City's bad. Actually, New York City is bad. Let's not get it twisted. New York City is terrible. Oh yeah, it's telling me that it has one of the highest crime rates. It actually does, Nashville. And that's crazy. Let's get another caller in here. Let's get a new caller. Let's get a new caller, ladies and gentlemen. Calling the individual right now. Okay, caller did not pick up. We're going to move on. Calling another person right now, guys. This case is a head scratcher, ladies and gentlemen. Head scratcher. And it all started from this bar. Nobody's picking up the phone. Nobody's picking up the phone. Let's get some more comments in here. Kenna says, get away from downtown Nashville. Can be very dangerous sometimes. I didn't know Nashville popped off like that. In my opinion, I think someone knows something and there's foul play involved. Really? How many people think foul play is involved? Yes or no in the chat. Do you think foul play is involved? Let's get some more opinions in here. How many of you guys think foul play is involved in this case? Okay. Audrey Darty England, please do not put any phone number in the chat, okay? I had to delete it. Let's see. Let me see. No, yes. Facebook is going crazy right now. No, yes. Oh, so Facebook is basically divided right now. Facebook, what happened in the bar and he ran. Olga, we don't know what happened in the bar and we don't know why he ran. I got to get that video footage. Okay. Don't know why that happened. Make a poll? Damn, everybody's divided. Half and half. Have they found him? Love, they have not found him yet. If you're brand new to the stream, do me a big favor. On Facebook, you can hit that follow button. Share out the video if you can. I would appreciate that. And YouTube, YouTube, let's get those likes. Finally, YouTube, we passed 600. Definitely. Let's get to 800 and then we're good to go. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Let's get the number to a quick 600. Let's get it up there. And then Tracy, you do have a gifted membership, don't you? All right, let's get Tracy in here. Should I do a poll? Yeah, I'll do a poll.
Hello?
Hey, oh, that cell phone was on the whole time. That sucks. Hey, how are you, caller? How's everything? Tracy, yeah?
Hi. Yes.
Hi, welcome to Novesity. Thank you for calling. I appreciate it so much. So what is your take on this case?
I don't know. I'm kind of confused. I didn't catch it from the beginning. I'm sitting here in the chat trying to ask questions like, why did he get kicked out of the bar? And then when he is stumbling down in those videos, is he going the opposite direction from his hotel?
Yeah, go ahead, please. I'm sorry. No,
Sorry,
go ahead.
because obviously to me, he's probably A, drunk, 2, drugged, and simply confused. And sorry, what baffles me is, as a mother of 4 and my son is about his age, and then I have 7 grandbabies, and for me, myself, I would sit there and try to help him. He's a kid. All those people that just walk by looking at him stumbling around, and then when he does fall and hit his head, nobody wants to even, bat an eye to be like, hey, are you okay?
Absolutely. I spoke about this yesterday, and then a lot of people, I believe somebody made a comment. I'm not sure who. I think it was Melly who made this comment. They are really shocked that no one actually took the time to help him. I mean, clearly the guy fell. He fell on his side. He's clearly disoriented, drunk, intoxicated. And the whole entire time, past 10 to 15 minutes, no one helped him at all. He fell once. He's dazed. He's going crazy. Not in a bad way, but he's loopy. He's a little disoriented. That's just the best word to describe this. And nobody does nothing. And I can see what you talk about, especially when you have kids. You can relate to this. Like, damn, I wouldn't want my son to be in this position. I totally understand.
Yeah.
So what is your 2 cents on the case? Like, what do you think about it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's foul play. First of all, no bar, because I work in a casino. I'm not in like the area where the bar is, but I do know for sure that when bartenders are serving alcohol, there's got to be a cutoff point. But if he was intoxicated before he went to the bar, they shouldn't have never served him any more drinks.
Yes, Russ, well said. Well said. It's a possibility he was. It seems like he was, because just one shot is not going to cut it. One shot is just not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a bit weird. What position is you in a casino, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, I don't work in the casino myself. I'm a housekeeping floor manager out here in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. So you deal with a lot of drunk people, right?
Yeah, more than enough.
So do they act similar to him when they're intoxicated?
Yes. I can tell you like 2 incidents that I remember when my housekeepers come upstairs to start their day. I got a call one time, and a guy was so wasted that he was curled up in a fetal position. He took his shoes off, like he took his slippers off in front of his bed, and he was knocked out.
Really?
Yes.
And he was, yeah. That's what I was trying to tell chat, is that I was acting similar like this when I was intoxicated, and I seen other people, especially drunk people, where I was a bar manager for years. And listen, if I didn't cut you off and something happened, the bar would have been liable.
Yes.
So it kind of bugs my mind how, and I agree with you. I don't know why the bar, and I'm not trying to shit on the establishment. I'm not trying to put full responsibility, but I'm going to be honest, you do take partial responsibility. You need trained bartenders to help identify key factors, knowing when someone is intoxicated enough, and it's not going to look good for this bar, because I'm telling you, if something goes wrong and they found him deceased, which is a high probability each day passes by, the family is going to start pointing fingers. Friends,
Right.
bar, this, that, homeless people, whoever's responsible, whoever, because their family want justice. This is their son, a successful son. So let's not steer clear of this bar. Let's not, just because they pulled a statement, just because they're working with law enforcement, just because they're answering questions, any guilty entity, group, person, individual could answer questions and still be guilty.
Right.
Let's not steer clear for a second. So whoever shared that drink, whoever gave him that drink, that plays into the part of his intoxicated, like him being intoxicated. They played a role with him being intoxicated. Let me tell you something, especially me being a bartender and being on the opposite end of that chair. I know how it is to have 5 drinks and then it takes that one last one that could change, that could make a butterfly effect. That one drink could have changed the course of many things. Let's we don't know what he drank. A whole shot? Maker's Mark on the rocks? Woof. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know. We absolutely don't know. What they should do is release, they're not going to release this because it's a private establishment, release the camera footage of inside that bar. That can answer a lot of questions.
Yep. Exactly.
We can see if he did drugs inside the bar. We can see, you know what even strikes me weirder about this case that no one is thinking of? Everybody is thinking of what he did after. What about what he did before? Now, I do understand that's not gonna help find him, but it will come down to the root of why and how he acted the way he did. Show me the video footages of him coming out the hotel and making his way to the bar. Was he still acting that way? Because if he's still intoxicated and walking strange, which means he took what? Drugs and alcohol inside the hotel. Bing, that answers one. Note number 2, it means that the bar should have never gave him alcohol. Because if he's acting the same way as he entered the bar, he's going to act the same way as he entered outside the bar. Correct?
Exactly. And then, I have a question. Has any of his friends been interviewed? Like, how was he acting? What were you guys doing when you guys were at the bar? Has any of this came out?
So there hasn't been any public interview. I don't know for sure if they're cooperating with police, but let me tell you something. Anytime people are not cooperating with police, it'll be publicly stated. Like, news will be on that because they find that suspicious. So I'm very sure they're cooperating police, but they don't want to be on they don't want to be on TV. They don't want to take interviews. They don't want to do that. We just got a phone call from one of them. As I showed you guys, I showed you the phone call. You heard the voice. But I'm pretty sure they are definitely being cross-examined by law enforcement. Absolutely. They are. They were there. They're his friends. They left together. They're going to be questioned together. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I just, that's my input on what's going on. I'm still trying to catch up. But I just want to let you know that I never listen to podcasters, and that's the truth. I never do. But I just started listening to you because my boyfriend actually does, and he was like, hey, this guy's pretty spot on. He doesn't seem to, tell fake stuff. So ever since then, I've been watching you. Just one more quick thing, and then I'll let you go so you could take another caller. Between this kid's mom and poor Maddie's, poor little Madeline, that case there, totally broke my heart. But with this boy's mom versus Jen, this one here seems like a concerned parent, like, where is my kid? And you can see
so
that.
Are you
smack all
trying to
over
say
her
the
face.
difference between the reaction of both parents, like this parent and
Yeah.
I understand. I understand
Yeah.
what you are talking about. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I only can give you so much because I'm not a mom who has. You know, moms are more emotional when it comes to than men are. I'm gonna be honest with you. We saw the performance of Stephen Stearns. You know, the mom is acting the way she is. You know, people do act different, but I do understand what you're talking about, though. Like, she just doesn't. She's not showing no emotion. Now, do I know? Do I believe that she did something? I really don't know, because we don't have no evidence of that. Is she acting a little suspicious, especially with her statements? Absolutely, her statements doesn't. I'm telling you, I will always go to sleep and end it on a note where that 8 a.m. you saw your daughter dressing. That baffles me. That baffles me, because I don't know how your daughter could be sleeping and then your boyfriend's at 7:35 throwing away her stuff as if she's already dead. That right there, red flags. More than red flags. There's no color flag you can tell me that can indicate that that's way off. It's just way off. But as for the mom, in this case, man, this mom here is bawling her eyes out, and I can see the total difference of what you're talking about. Spot on. Spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely tell your boyfriend I said thank you for watching, and I appreciate him so much. Like, tell him I said thank you.
I sure will. He said
Okay.
thank you, babe.
Yes, because I can hear him in the back saying, yep. I hear him.
Yeah.
I hear him. You got yourself a good man there. Take care of him.
Thank you.
All right, now. You take care now.
Okay, thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We got some good calls today. Jen Soto acting like nothing happened. Haha, nah. Melly, why are you so bad? Those friends definitely know more, says Jasmine. Please be respectful in the comments, says K. Cole. Yes. Hope they find him, says Sweet. I hope so too. Don't worry about it, guys. I am reading all comments on Facebook and YouTube. If you have a badge, green, they do have priority. You have to read it first. Lisa Fazio, supporter, says all his so-called friends and brothers, they know exactly what he was drinking and how he was acting. You think so, Liz? Lisa? I would love to interview one of them, get their story out there. I would like to know what happened that night. You are so on point. We need to see the video from inside the bar, says Isabel. Yes, Isabel. Inside, out, backwards, left, right, up, down, up, yellow, green, whatever you want to call it. Anything that's going to help this case. I just wish that, like, sometimes they give us a little more to the public, because the public, we really help. We use our brains. You guys comment. You guys tell me things. I tell you things. We put it together. We help out. I just want to help. That's literally it. I just want to help. That's it. That's all. Ashley just became a Novesity class member with her membership. Congratulations, Ashley. You just joined the Novesity class member. Enjoy your perks, your badge, your growth, your priority, your discount, your all. Thank you for joining. Appreciate it. Remember, guys, you too can join the family over at Facebook and YouTube. Just got to click that badge, join. Mods can help you out as well. I do recommend using a laptop or computer or your browser on your phone. Not the YouTube app, not the Facebook app, but the Safari or the Google browser to sign up. I highly recommend that. Cheaper, better, more supporter. Everybody does it. So let's get back to these phone calls, because you guys are on it today. You guys are on it today. Let's get the next caller. Loving these comments, these super chats from Sweet, from the call holder to Belly to Crystal Powell. Hey, how's it going, Justice?
Going good.
Hey, Justice. This is No from Novesity. How are you today?
I'm doing good. So I have a few maybe opinions on what could have happened. So in the video, when you see him running, there have been instances where young adults, they do tend to drink. Now, if the thing is we don't know if he was like on any prescription medication, or if he was taking any, I don't know, maybe a recreational drug, or if they smoked a little weed. You know, they tend to get crossfaded, which basically it's kind of like it gives you the effect. It's like the effects of using like multiple substances. And it could be like marijuana. It basically causes you to be paranoid, and you freak out. You see things that aren't there. You don't know the reality? Is this really happening? Is this not happening? And two, maybe his friends might know something of what happened, but they don't want to say we tried this recreational drug for the fear of getting in trouble. But if he was on prescription medications, a lot of them say don't drink because of that instance. Like, it's not just necessarily marijuana and, other drugs. It could be antibiotics, something as easy as antibiotics that can get you to act that way too. And I
really
don't think,
antibiotics, really?
Yeah, a lot of the antibiotics, if you look at the bottle, it'll say do not consume alcohol.
Right.
Because they do have those effects as well.
I just didn't know they had those effects. Antibiotics has the effects of like if I drink and I take antibiotics, it will be more worse.
Yeah, it'll tell you on the bottle. Some antibiotics don't say it, but usually like the stronger ones, like steroid antibiotics. What are the other ones? Like the Medrol pack, the Z pack, all those are real strong steroid antibiotics. So usually if you're like on a steroid antibiotic, maybe he had like or if he was on antidepressants or anxiety medication. I mean, that's the thing, is we don't know if he was on any prescription medications, or it could have been something as simple as smoking a joint, or just taking a hit of a joint. Like, you're gonna be that and alcohol don't mix, because you got an upper and a downer.
Mm-hmm.
So it tends to make you freak out.
Okay.
And I don't think, because I heard the woman earlier that called about the concussion or him hitting the pole causing him to act that way. But I'm like, he was acting that way before. Maybe that's why he got thrown out of the bar. Maybe they saw like something's wrong with this kid. Maybe he was acting, like I said, he was crossfaded and he was acting erratically in there. So they said, hey, you got to go. And that's when he just started, once he left the bar, he started freaking out, took off running way before he hit the pole. So I don't think him hitting the pole actually had anything to do with him acting the way that he was acting, like underneath the bridge, because you tend to not want to make eye contact with anybody. You're freaking out. Like, you're going to see people. Like, I had a friend actually get crossfaded before, and she said she would see people with like weird monster looking faces. I mean, it affects everybody differently. So we don't know what he was experiencing if he was crossfaded, that he didn't want to make eye contact with anybody. So that's why he was probably like slumped over and walking funny, and maybe just freaked out on somebody, and maybe somebody beat him up, or maybe he freaked out so much he fell in the water. It's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, those are just my opinions. I'm just saying.
No, right. No, absolutely. The alcohol and drugs and stuff, I'm actually shocked with that. I never knew that, of what you just told me, that antibiotics can do that to alcohol. I did not know that. And as for the injuries for the head, you don't believe he hit his head because it was the way he was acting before, you said?
Yeah, like he was running like if somebody was chasing him, which caused him to hit the pole. So maybe he was freaking out inside the bar, and then freaked out as soon as he got escorted out of the bar, and maybe he saw people differently and was freaking out, so he took off running thinking somebody was after him, and caused him to hit the pole. And because there's a reason he was running, and like the lady said earlier, it'd be nice to see the video footage from inside, because if he was acting the same way erratically, they're gonna put him out, like, hey, you can't be acting like that. And then from there, maybe when he was outside, he was freaking out because it looked like he was running from somebody or something.
Yeah, that's why I was telling everybody
Maybe
that
he
I
was
want to see the
freaking out.
video footage from inside and before the hotel. I want to see video footage of it all, but
And seeing, like I said, the hard part is not knowing, like, was he on prescription medications? Even if it was something as simple as antibiotics, or it could have been an antidepressant, or maybe he has anxiety, or any of those things. Like,
Yeah.
Some antibiotics have it on the label.
We would need to know by questioning the parents, like, hey, was he on any? Because if he's well connected with his mother, that's somebody that would know. You know, that's somebody that would know. But I think the caller answered that question. I think the person who made that 911 call, like, answered that question. I don't think he was on anything. I think he did. We're gonna go back to that 911 call. We're gonna go back.
Yeah, because I think I heard the 911 call on your chat, and I mean on your channel, and I was just like, they asked if you had any like disabilities or any, but I don't remember them asking if he was on anything. Maybe I didn't hear that part, but I did hear them ask if he had like any disabilities or something else. But I mean, it could be, or maybe they didn't know he was. Could have been something as simple as like a ear infection or migraine medications. It could be anything, but there's a lot of antibiotics, and not just antibiotics, but like prescription medications for like migraines that say do not take with alcohol or do not mix with alcohol, and then some don't have it. So the ones that don't have it, it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay to drink with it, but you know, the ones that are like severe, like that can cause issues like that, will say, you know, do not mix with alcohol. Like a lot of medications have that from the doctors. They say, do not take with alcohol, do not consume with alcohol. Like there's warning labels on all of them.
Right.
So maybe,
but I'm sure that he was not taking medication. I'm very sure, if I remember the interview, and I got people in the chat saying that he wasn't.
yeah. So maybe it could have been something as maybe they shared a weed, you know, and just took one hit each person. And I mean, maybe they're afraid to tell the police, like, hey, this is what we did. But, you know, that could cause you to get crossfaded as well if you mix it with alcohol. But he really did look like he was running from something or someone in order for him to hit that pole. And he did look like he was under the influence of something, because how do you not see that pole, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
He was running.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, he was running from something, or something startled him, and that's what caused him to hit the pole. But he definitely looked like, I mean, I don't want to get criticized in the chat, but he looked like he was definitely impaired, not just drunk, but like something else. Or maybe somebody put something in his drink without him looking.
That's a possibility.
Not necessarily his friend, but could have been anybody else.
Thank you for for telling us this. I really, really do appreciate that. And this is definitely insightful. And a couple of things you said, I'm going to take into consideration. Thank you, caller. I appreciate you. Just thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
You're so welcome. Now, bye.
Bye.
Guys, I got a video of under the James Robertson Bridge. This is the area his phone last pinged. So right here, I got a video footage. Finally, Jesus. I did see you, Crystal Powell. I did see your comment, by the way. I read it. Thank you for telling me that. Yeah, I didn't know that either. That was new to me. I know somebody on Facebook says I am a doctor. Like, you know, somebody's a doctor. I think on Facebook. I forgot the name. I totally forgot. Somebody's a doctor. And they said, I quite didn't understand. I was listening to the caller. Remember, guys, if you are someone, don't be shy. If you want to call in, tell me how you can contribute. Say, hey, I am his cousin. Hey, I'm an officer. I'm a detective. You can remain anonymous. I can mask your voice. You want to hide? We can do that. If you, anything. How can you contribute? How can you contribute to this? How can you? Maybe you have a title. Maybe you go by something. Maybe you know something. Maybe you have something that could be useful, you know? That would mean a lot. But we took a lot of callers so far. I'm going to take another one. Ooh, what is this? Look at this video. Don't like links like that. do you can I'm not getting a video from what you posted on Discord, by the way. He said it here.
And what is your name, sir?
Braden, Brayden.
And your last name?
Baltz.
Okay. And who is it that you're wanting to report as missing?
We're here on a fraternity formal trip. It's one of my good buddies.
Okay. What is his name?
His name is Riley Strain. Riley, Riley, Strain, Strain.
Okay. Is he white, black, Hispanic, Asian?
He's white. 22-year-old, 6'5", blonde.
Okay. And what was he last seen wearing?
Outside of Luke Bryan's bar last night at like 10, and then the last time his location on his phone was by the sheriff's office at like 11 p.m.
Okay, and what color clothing was he last seen wearing?
All right, we're going to try to get another caller in right now, guys. Whew! Hi, Christina. This is Nove from Novesity. How are you?
Good, thank you. Hey, I did post a comment just asking if you could play for us the article from WSMV4, or not the article, but the news report. One of the reporters interviewed a store owner that saw him walking through downtown. It was just kind of an interesting news report a couple days ago.
Right. I do remember the guy that was in his store.
Yeah, it was just weird because the man had said that the police hadn't even been in there to talk to him, which I thought was really strange. I just wasn't sure if there was any updates and they had gone in and talked to him, or.
You saying you want to watch the old video?
No, just the video of that interview with that guy. Have you played it yet?
Yeah, I have. I think like 2 or 3 times. Yes.
Oh, okay. I haven't. I haven't watched it on your show. Then, I just because when he was saying that the police hadn't been in to talk to him, I just thought that was weird.
Oh, yeah. I did play that one. I mean, I can play it for you guys again. It's not a problem. Did you not watch the podcast yesterday? Just curious.
Part of it, like maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Oh, yeah, no, I can go back and watch it, and no big deal. Question for you on the bridge, the underneath part of the bridge where he was. Are there stairs right there that would allow him to go up to the upper part of the bridge, or no?
That's a good question. Let's have a look at that. Actually, we can go to the maps. Okay. We can go on Google Maps. So the second bridge, it stairs going towards building area. So this building, which is, I think this is let's see what building this is. The General Sessions Court. And then that's the only stairs that go up to there. But if you go to the very first bridge, the stairs does lead to the bridge. Correct.
Okay. Just because for some reason, like when this first came out, I was thinking that he was like on the upper bridge, but then now we know it sounds like he was on the lower bridge. So I'm like, well, did he take some steps to get up to the top of the one?
You know what? That is not a bad idea, because if cameras didn't pick him up.
I mean, maybe that's why he never went under the bridge.
Correct.
Maybe he went above it.
Because
I mean, did he get hit by a car and the people panicked and took him and threw his phone in the river? I mean.
Okay. Well, I don't know that, but could he have went up the stairs? Maybe a camera would have picked that up, though. No, like I would assume that a camera.
I mean, if they're so focused on that area, maybe they haven't even thought of looking. I mean, we're only going to know what's on cameras for cameras that they're searching. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. Oh yeah, and it's a big area too, huh? That's interesting. Did he cross a bridge? Yeah, you know what? It's a possibility. He
I mean,
probably
there's
took
a
these
hill right
stairs.
there. He could have walked up that hill and gone up and to the whole opposite direction.
Yeah, I did not think about this. I did not think about this at all. Huh. Yeah, a caller. That's. Yeah.
I mean, if
Yeah.
and if he's walking down that right there, I mean, that's a busy highway. Someone could have picked him up. I mean, you just never know. But did they check the boats along the bank? Could he have passed out in one of the boats? I mean, anything's possible.
You're right about that. The stairs. That's a very key indication because now it opens up a whole bunch of different routes, different things that
Right.
he possibly could have, a different alternative route he took. That they possibly must have. I mean, it's been a week, but you'd be very surprised what you'll find. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much
All right.
for
You're
picking
welcome.
this out. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
That's a good call. Holy shit. I didn't think about that. Chat, damn, I'm slacking. How did I miss that? I'm slacking. I mean, I'm tired. How did I miss this? How did I miss this? Oh my God. How did I miss this? Chat, I'm letting you down. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. 70%. Let's look at the do you think foul play is involved? 72 of you guys said yes. Foul play is involved? 72% of you guys. Really? Really? You guys really think foul play? Really? No, you need sleep. Oh my gosh, guys, you don't even know. I'm basically broke night. What time is it? 2 in the morning? Oh my God, you guys better go to sleep. I'm ending this podcast. I'm ending this. You know how many DMs I got from you guys saying that, no, you make me miss work? You know how terrible I feel? I feel like a terrible person. I just learned this, and I'm glad I did at the end of the podcast, where this is a big area where he could have just literally took the stairs. Look at that. We're right here. Look, that's it. Done. Right there. Boom. That's a possibility. I can understand why he probably didn't show up on the cameras over here. I can see that now. Or if somebody did, it's still a possibility somebody did something to him. I don't have enough info to answer that. No, that's a good. I like that. Who said that? Jennifer Lynn. Very good. That's good. That's a good response. Oh, Ashley R. That's adorable. You guys are adorable. Nicole Holder, yes, you missed me yelling your name when you gifted 5 subs. Nicole. All right, guys. Please look at my comment. It says Deanna Dupay. Since 1997, at least 45 young men have mysteriously disappeared after a night at the bar, only to be found dead in a nearby water. They haven't found anything. Thank you for the 200 stars, by the way, but they haven't found anything about the Oh, Ashley with the $2 says, love your channel. New fan over here. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. How did I miss all these super chats? Deanna Dupay. That's 45 people since 1997. 45 young men. Is that a lot? Would you guys, from 1997, do you guys think that's a lot? That's 27 years. I've been trying, Crystal. Nove. Yes, Keiko. What's up? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, what's going on? Oh, Crystal. Oh, Crystal. Oh my God. What's going on with YouTube? I didn't see any of that. It didn't register. Oh my God, Crystal, did you send? Oh, Crystal with the 50. Let me show this on the screen. Crystal Powell with the Crystal. Jesus, chicken strips. Crystal, can I get Debbie's in the chat for Crystal? She wrote a comment. I didn't see this. I did not see this. Crystal, I'm so sorry. YouTube, it's just acting funky today. She said, still curious if he was taking any meds like psychoactive or autoimmune meds. Has anyone checked on his medical history, such as diabetes? Mixing alcohol and certain meds can cause an increase of disorientation and lack of motor skills. This is basically, Crystal, what I was just saying. So yes, it is a possibility that he was definitely mixing. I'm not saying for sure that's what he did, but it is a possibility. Absolutely. I don't like, from what I heard through the interview, he doesn't have anything. He doesn't take any medication for anything. Just from what I know, there's no history of him taking absolutely nothing. But when it comes to alcohol and mixing any type of form of drug, definitely it can increase disorientation. Absolutely. You're mixing, you're crossing, you know what I'm saying? Up and down, left and right, whatever you want to call it. You know, thank you for getting my name right. It says Deanna. You're so welcome. Deanna, thank you for the 500 stars. I really get 400 stars. 500 stars now. I appreciate you, Deanna. I do pay. Thank you so much. But very good super chat. Yes. But from what I know, he has no history of it. Parents never mentioned any of that, says Michelle Norte. Yeah. I sent that long time before the caller. Crystal, it's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's YouTube. Sometimes it bugs, sometimes it doesn't. I'm so sorry, Crystal. My apologies. YouTube needs to get on your level, right, Ashley? Right? All right, guys. I think I'm going to end it from here. I'm running on 2.5 hours, so. Where's Elizabeth? Paul, she was here. Elizabeth was wild earlier today. She was wild today. Thank you all who sent gifted super chats, made comments, follow, liked, shared, subscribed. Thank you all. I really do appreciate the enormous support that's been coming from you guys from the past couple months since Savannah Soto. I really appreciate you guys. Just know that I really do acknowledge that. And my acknowledgement shows through my consistency, my humbleness, my dedication, my hard work offline, which is 80% of the time, and online, which you only get to see me 2 hours, which is the 20%. I hope that I do enough for you guys to not only be entertained, but to rely on me for facts, correct information, to give you guys a voice, a chance, to give these parents, these kids, these adults, these teens a chance. And I just want to do correct, not only in my community, but my city, my fellow people, and my whole country. I really do love you guys so much. You guys know so much about me, but I know very little about every single one of you. And I do got some common people: Elizabeth, DC, Hot Honey, Crystal, Nicole. I see you guys. K. Cole, Breezy. I see. Normally the regular people, and I see some newcomers. Get involved each day. Comment. Give me your opinion. I'm reading your comments, especially when I end the podcast. I look at the comments after the video, not the comments you leave during the chat. It's two different things. So people who go and watch the video, they leave a comment, or you don't have to watch it. Just leave a comment and say, "Hey, no, I really enjoyed the podcast. Can I make a suggestion?" I'm really open to suggestions. I take criticism very well. Nothing is better than good or bad criticism to help improve the podcast, the stream, what have you. I hope you guys really enjoyed earlier's podcast of today. The podcast from earlier was, I hope it was good, and we had a very good time. You guys were popping off. If you missed that podcast, it's only available at YouTube because I had to delete it off Facebook because Facebook is dog water. So go on YouTube, take a look at the podcast that I did earlier. I did 2 today. That was about Adrian Gordon, something like that. He was the guy that barricaded people in hostage over at Trenton, New Jersey, something like that. Take a look at that. I would appreciate that. Everybody keeps asking for merch. Ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, merch. Look at it. I have it right here. Look, it's right here. I'm testing out all the products, guys. I got the whole entire merch. It all came in. Look at the quality. Look at the quality. Look at the gloss. Look at the gloss. I tried scraping it. I tried biting it. I'm trying my best to test the quality, to making sure it's good. It's just pretty. I get this quality. I'm going to be honest with you. An 8 or 9 out of 10. Nothing's perfect. So I know like you guys want merch so bad. Bear with me, please. I know I'm trying my best to make sure that like, it's just like, look at that. Look at the beautiness. Like that's really good to me. This is about an 8 out of 10. I'm going to give this an 8. Well, things always could be better for improvement, but I know you guys want your merch. Before we end this podcast, by the way, hit the subscribe button. Facebook, head to YouTube, hit the subscribe button. I'm just making sure that, it looks good, the quality feels good. This is a Bella. I think this is not Bella. This is Gillidan. I don't know the name of it. I make sure that I put descriptions there for you that is bold. It's good. So you can read, like you can see it louder. Like, wait, oh, there it goes. So you can see it very clearly. I hope, you guys enjoy it. I'm not going to bullshit you because I'm a real mother trucker. Like I said, the first batch of merch is going to be just a little bit expensive because of my overhead price. I spent so much money and I have to meet demands. So just letting you know, okay? But again, the merch is going to be available at the store, so you can purchase it one at a time if you like. I'd rather be real and tell you the truth than to be fake. And Let me give you an example of what this might be. So this is the non-premium. This is the basic class shirt. This one is going to cost, I believe, $30. Just $30 for this. Is that good? Yes or no? Be honest. Don't be fake. Be honest. Say yes, no, that's actually pretty good. I'll be like, no, that's a bit expensive. I know I don't have to have this conversation with you, but I am a different type of person where if I have a product, I like to listen to feedback to my consumers, people who watch me. You know what I'm saying? So I listen to you guys. I really do value your opinion. I hope you know that. I want you to understand that. You guys mean a lot to me. That's why I take phone calls. That's why I look at comments. That's why I do stuff like this. Because your voice matters. Imagine listening to a podcaster where he just talks all day, but you don't get to say nothing. The immersive experience would be terrible. Amanda with the 999 says, an interview with the family spokesperson was posted 3 hours ago. I posted it on Discord. I think I showed that already. I did show this already. I did. Thank you, Amanda Hoot. Amanda Hoot. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. There is a premium version of this shirt. Let me go get it for you. The premium version costs $35. Right there. That's the customized logo. I customized this. I made it completely unique with the half circle. I came up with a name for it, but I don't want to say it just yet. And this one is $35. Let me know yes or no if it's fair. Why? Because of the texture. It's cotton, way more soft, more stretchy. It goes more low, and it fits to the contour of your body. That's why the quality of this one is so much better. But I might end up switching colors on it. Not too sure. This one is just like, think of this as like almost like a limited edition type stuff. And the reason why I chose this color gray, because guys, I thought this out so well. So for the true crime t-shirts, by the way, it is all dwell with true crime themed. My website is all about true crime. You'll see it on the website when it releases. I needed to choose colors that represents the brand, the theme, and also trendy. What colors can people wear? Black, gray, things that match with anything. So the shirt can always be used. So let's just say one day you're like, oh, I gotta wear these jeans, or you pick jeans out of your basket, and you're like, what t-shirt can I just rock with this? Gray matches with anything. Black matches with anything. Another color I'm gonna choose very soon, probably dark navy, matches with almost everything. I'm choosing colors that's not only fashionable, yet you can wear with multiple things, but it represents the brand and its colors. That's why you see purple and black in the back. Black, like I have a selective color scheme. Dark purple, this is amethyst to be specific. This color tone complements my skin color, which complements the black. It all needs to be coincide with the brand. It's a brand, it's a name, it's a company, what have you. This is well thought out of from the beginning. So people are saying yes, 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 this is good. Awesome. Thank you guys. I value your feedback, by the way. I really, 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 really do. The gray one, I'm a pet owner. It's dark navy with Louis Vuitton. GG. Oh. With Louis Vuitton font? You're spot on something in the future, by the way. I don't want to say nothing. GG, you're spot on something. Can't tell you that. Itty Bitty Doggy says, just stopping by to show you some love. Good night, Nove. Thank you, Diggy. I really appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much. You guys are so nice. Stop lying to talk to us out of it. We are buying it. Nicole, I just want to be real. Like, I don't want people to be like, oh my God, no, why your sweater costs $50, $60? You don't have to get it. Respectful. I gotta meet an expectation of quality control, which costs a lot of money. You know, I already spent thousands of dollars so far. Not kidding. So, you know, I'm gonna be real. I don't care. I don't care. I've got to be real. Imagine you buying a shirt and then this breaks, it rips, and it sucks. Then you tell people in the chat and tell me, and they're gonna be like, oh no, like, I'm not gonna buy this. This is no good. This, it rips and this. No, this is. It's good. This is quality. This is Bella. This is an American-made t-shirt. Absolutely. I'm not playing. No, I'm not playing. I do not play when it comes to quality. Zara Sweet became a supporter. Welcome to the family. Enjoy your badge, your perks. Oh, by the way, Facebook, you see those green badges that people have in the chat? For every time, by the way, every month goes by, your badge grows. Some people was asking me questions about that. Let me just show you this, and then I'll leave you guys. I'll stop bothering you, talking your head off. I do apologize. Let me stop talking your head off for a second. Let me just show you what I'm talking about real quick. Okay, so here it is. Okay, everybody pay attention to this real quick. Facebook, if you don't have me on YouTube, I don't know what you're doing. All right. So, this is the channel, right? By the way, if you are a member over at YouTube, even if Facebook, you do have this, by the way. Oh, star senders have this. If you send stars, you now show up at the bottom but I think it's new updated on mobile or PC, one of those. So if you sent stars, what she just did, Deanna Dupay sent 500 stars. She says, I love your podcast. Thank you, Deanna Dupay. She will now show up on Facebook. It shows that now. But on YouTube, if you are a Novesity class member or an executive, you show on the page. You see this? So let's take a look at these people. I know one individual, Starlight. So if I refresh the page, it'll show new sets of people. You see? So whoever are, if you see your face on here, your name, whatever, it pops up when highlighted, you show up on the page. So when somebody enters in Novesity and you are a member, you show up on the page automatically. But if you click join, this is what people were talking about. So these are the badges. So you have like 1 month, 2 months, 4 months, 5, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. And if you are consistent, if you stay an executive or a member, this is the last badge. This is probably the ultimate badge. This is for a person who has who's been subscribed for 4 years. Yes. And then that's it. Yeah, that's it. So you have Novesity Class and Novesity Executive. Remember, you can get the cheaper prices if you just sign up using a computer, laptop, or the Safari browser on your phone, okay? I just want to put emphasis on this because I'm trying to help you save money. It's cheaper. It's $4.99. It's $9.99 for executive. It just all depends on you. No, Melly, it's not about the money. It's about what I want to offer to you. I want to give you guys incentive. Oh, somebody asked me a question about the emotes. Yes, guys, yes, I'm changing the emotes. Yes, YouTube, I am changing the emotes. Yes. Yes, you are getting about 20 of these. 20. So spam your emotes at YouTube. If you're a member, spam those emotes. Go crazy. Spam it. Spam different emotes. It's in your emote list. Tracy says, we will support you, Nov. I'm going to pay whatever. No, it's okay. You don't have to. It's not mandatory. It's okay, guys. I swear, you don't have to be a member. You could just be a follower and just watch. I'm just letting you know, if you ever decide to be a Novesity class member, there's a better way, cheaper way, to do it. That's all. I'm just trying to help out people. That's all. But thank you, guys. That's so sweet for you to say that. All right. I think we are done here. Now, I got to get off, guys. I got to work on your merch. I got to finish this website. Let's see if I missed one. Goddess Code says, you are appreciated for all you do. I didn't see your comment. Thank you, Goddess Code. I appreciate you very much. All right, guys, we're out of here. We are finished with today. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. You are incredible. I love you guys. Did they find him, says Brandy? No, they didn't find him. We ended the podcast already. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And hit like, share, and subscribe. That's it. All right, guys. Until then, I hope to see you on the next one. Guys, go to sleep and go get some food and hydrate. Peace out. I love you guys.